What is up?
Final result.
Nope. Dan
and Brad, we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Episode 5. That's 5. That's that many. So, what's going on, man? You got Cubs outfit, I got Cubs this.
Yeah.
This was unintentional.
I was going to say, did you... Because mine's intentional.
Yeah.
Yours not intentional.
No,
you got the red to match the little...
Yeah, we're red. Yeah, it was unintentional. Your
right. Mine is very intentional. This episode will air on Wednesday. I believe... I know main opening day, the Cubs' first game is tomorrow. If you're watching this, it's tomorrow, Thursday. It's Thursday of next week, and we release on Wednesday. So I said, let's throw on the get-up. I got the shirt, the jersey, the hat.
Yeah, I had no idea.
You got the hat, too. It works.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I like it. And I have the C hat, but I went with the... Is this the...
I have that one,
too. Oh, yeah,
too.
I have the... this is the spring...
I have one with that
spring
logo.
training. Yeah, yeah.
I have one with that logo.
This is like last year, spring training.
Oh, nice.
2017.
You're cool.
It sounded mean.
No.
Okay.
We're not going to be mean this time. Let's only compliment.
Deal.
You're beautiful.
You're handsome, which I think is a little bit nicer than beautiful, because beautiful is it's a feminine trait.
No, beautiful is everything. That
True,
means
it's like
your
a
soul is your...
I get it.
Everything. Handsome is just my looks. So
but
it's a compliment. I'll take it.
Okay.
We're not going to be mean.
Yeah, we're not mean. That's all that matters.
What you got for me this week? Because you're the note guy. I told you, Brad, I don't have anything really ever. Like, I just think of stuff and I'm like, oh, hey, you want to talk about it? Where you're like, you got your thing.
All right, what do we have here? Mass shootings? Oh, wait, no, that was
last week.
Episode 5.
We don't have brands.
No brand deals. You pay us.
Actually, we do have a sponsor.
Whom?
You got the most beautiful teeth.com.
Oh, true.
Your teeth are so beautiful.
Not really, though.
Yeah, they're all right. They're better than mine.
You're getting fixed. When's that happening? We haven't talked about that. You had a hole in your tooth.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Let's talk about it. Why not?
I'm not going to show you. I have faked... Well,
You don't have the hole anymore.
Yeah, I don't. I had a hole...
Right in front.
Right in front.
A hole straight through his front tooth.
I had a cavity.
Straight through.
I had a cavity on the front of my tooth. Right on the sucker, right in the front. And also the enamel was deteriorating on my front 2 teeth because I guess when I sleep, I have acid reflux, and it was hitting the back of my teeth, and you can literally see through the bottoms of my teeth.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That's for a while, though.
Yeah.
It's always been doing that. But I got a cavity in, like, October or November on the front of my tooth.
No, it's been longer than that.
No, I think it was October. And then...
I could have sworn it's been like a year.
Silly. No. No, it was literally October or November,
Okay.
and then work got crazy, and I had no days off. So I couldn't get it fixed. And I finally got it fixed. So these are temporary.
Right.
I'm waiting for my permanent. Well, I think my permanent's in. I just got to make the appointment.
Oh, so you're ready to go whenever you got
I'm ready
time?
to go. Yeah, I just
got some bad...
Pop those
new bad
suckers.
boys.
Yeah, Bad Boys 3.
See, but those look normal. Like, what? Do they just look better? Like that? Those
well,
literally
they're
look like...
better material,
Oh, yeah,
and they're
like...
more... Like, this dude, like, just put these together.
Oh, he just did it on the spot, whereas they, like, kind
where
of
these will be
these.
an actual replica of the shape of my old teeth, because they weren't bad shape.
Right.
They're just shitty teeth.
Right.
So yeah.
Do they say how do you get a cavity on the front of the tooth?
Dude, I don't know, but it got bigger.
I don't even know if I've ever
bigger.
heard anyone having a cavity in any of the front teeth.
At first, it was just
always like on top.
I thought
of
it was
the back.
something on my tooth for the
Right.
longest time. I was like, well, not the longest time, like a week and a half. I was like, there's something on there. And then like one day, I like felt it. I was like, oh wait, my finger went kind of dipped
I
into.
could like
You could,
grip on it.
Dip into my tooth. I was like, zoink, Scoob. Like.
So is that why they got rid of? So
these are
you
caps.
have no teeth.
These are caps.
I don't know what that means.
So I have nubs underneath.
Right, just little.
So my actual teeth were just grinded down to nubs, and then these go right on top.
And you're how old?
This is good. 29. That was that
I'm just like that seems like a
the whole side of my whole right side. Or I can't remember. One side of my teeth is also capped.
Really.
Yep, because I grind my teeth when I sleep, so I would grind them. They were almost flat completely. I like he had to do it like the week after I like came in like complaining about a pain or whatever. He's like,
so what are these stronger than tooth enamel that they won't grind? Because don't you would still grind your teeth, right?
I guess so. I don't know.
So now
I never even knew I grinded my teeth when I sleep.
You actually have just 2 little nubs right there, and then the rest is a.
If these were to pop off it's just nubs.
Pop off,
Pop off, motherfucker. Yeah, no, if they were to pop off, it's just little nubbies underneath.
It doesn't feel any different?
At first, I was like, these are not my teeth.
Really?
Oh, I felt it right away. I was like...
Shape or like
everything.
Texture?
Shape, texture. But now as I've had them for like a few weeks, they feel like my teeth. It's weird. When I first got them, I was like, I'll know it's different.
Right.
But now I'm just like, these are my teeth. I've always had these.
Yeah.
Even though
it makes sense though, I guess.
But then I gotta get used to the new ones too. So that'll be a fun 2 days. But then I'll get used to it.
Don't those have like a lifespan on them? Like how
I don't know.
He said they're
I don't know. It was like $250 extra for
a better
I don't know what material. He said some type of. I think it was vibranium.
Ooh,
I think
Wakanda.
I think it was vibranium. No, it was some type of metal that he's like it will like last. And last. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll do that for $250. If you don't get that,
you're an idiot.
Teeth.
Even if it lasts a year more, that's $250 for a whole year's worth.
Yeah.
That you can put off that next payment further, and you get a whole nother year's worth.
I know there's like money's tight for some things, but it's your teeth. And who goes, well, doc, I'm gonna have to draw the line.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to draw the line. I'm already paying like at least $1,000 per tooth or whatever. I'm gonna have to draw the line on that. Yeah. $250 upcharge.
I know, but like you said, some people it is.
Sometimes you just can't. But if you have the ability, no one should ever go, I just don't want it.
Right. Yeah.
I say what? What you do?
I don't think it should be an option. Fuck my shit up, doc.
Yeah.
I already fucked it up. I don't care.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be an option. He should literally just be like, this is the only material we have. Now, if, Yeah,
that's medicine, though, and like any sort of...
upcharge.
Right. They could get you anyway. Did you read what I have this week?
Yeah, it says nothing.
Yeah. My note for this week...
It says nothing.
It says nothing.
I'm glad you spelled it right. You're a good speller.
That would be bad if I did, right?
Yeah, and then you just showed everyone. Nothing.
Do you see how I did the text?
Block letters.
Do you remember? You won't remember. I remember.
Give me
like
a chance.
No, it's so minor, but it was just a funny instance that happened, and it's in a notebook. I wrote like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was Sean asked. Shit, it's not this note. It's another notebook I have around here, which I kind of want to look for. But Sean or Cody or somebody at a party like 2-ish years ago maybe asked like if I draw at my job and stuff, and like if I can draw and stuff. And I basically took a pen and I wrote, and I was like, yeah, sure, and I'll like show you. And I was doing lettering like that, and I was just drawing lines. And I did it in a way that you couldn't tell what I was drawing until I literally like crossed off the final things, and I wrote "fuck you." And I did it like about a year ago. I remembered it. I just remember it being so funny, and either I want to say Cody was like, "Fuck you, man! I thought you were drawing something legit," and I was not.
Did you ever draw before you became an Archie boy?
Did I draw?
Yeah. Because I used to draw, and then I just cold turkey that shit like at 12.
Well, let's get it out of the way. I don't draw now.
Okay,
being
sorry.
in architecture.
But computer draw.
It's not it's computer. I mean, I did a little bit in school, but there's no way. I'm a terrible drawer.
Oh, that's never good.
But so in like 5th grade, there was a group of us that it sounds so fucking
draw squad?
No, it sounds so nerdy and like weird, but it was like pretty sick. We would draw planes. We would make planes. It was these other kids, they did it. I don't know if they had this.
Sounds cooler than what I'm about to tell you, so yeah, go ahead.
I once took like probably 6 sheets of paper and taped them together like if you looked at a plane from the top, like a like a plus sign almost, but the wings higher up, and I drew like a huge plane, and like they would get into like they would do these like battles where there'd be like ground troops, and they would draw planes above, and they would have shots fired at the and whatever, and I just was like, I just like to draw like planes. I just like to design like cool, like they were awful.
Yeah.
But I would just draw dumbass planes. They're more like spacecrafty kind of like, like futuristic than fighter planes. But so that was about the extent of my drawing. I suck. I still suck. I can't do it. No.
Because I used to draw, I only remember drawing twice, well, two like big projects. I used to like draw and color Jordans.
The shoes?
The shoes.
I would draw them yourself?
I would find an image, or I don't even know how I'd find the image, because this is before the internet and everything. Oh, East Bay. You remember East
yes,
Bay? Or I don't know if they're still
the
around.
magazine.
Yeah,
they are.
They would have like Jordans and other stuff, and I don't know. I would find the shoes, and I would redraw them.
Trace it, like put the paper over it?
No, because they were just little images, so I would just blow it up. I would just draw the best I could of those and color them exactly, and then I just tape them all to my parent. In their bedroom, they had this big mirror thing, and I would just tape them all there. And there had to be, at the most, probably like 20 plus Jordans just taped all over their mirror. And then the second big drawing thing I took on...
stage in your life.
Was a little bit later.
Phase.
Remember Digimon?
Yes.
I had a complete 60-page notebook, loose leaf notebook or whatever. Each side of the paper had a different Digimon that I created.
Oh, you created your own?
Its own name, its own look, everything. Some of them were like Megazordy, because I was still in the Power Rangers too. So they could I would draw their individual forms and what they look like combined together. And... it's gone.
I was about to say, do you have it?
I've been looking for it forever. I've looked everywhere. And ever since we moved, fucking years and years and years ago, I think it got lost and no one could ever find it. And it was my masterpiece.
Oh, it was sick.
Oh, dude, it had to be. I'm hoping. It probably wasn't. I mean, I was terrible at
drawing.
Oh,
it would be dope to look back now, though.
Oh, yeah.
It would be so sick.
Every page with a different original idea. What was that?
Oh, it's a fucking Roomba.
Oh, your Roomba.
Recharge Roomba.
Yeah, your Roomba, your robot butler needs to be recharged.
He's really making...
Why is it making so much... Why is it playing music?
I don't know.
Does it have an MP3 player?
Yeah.
It does.
Oh, it's that piece of paper. No, it doesn't.
Well, it started playing music.
No, it said like recharge and went the... It's got like different beeps for
how
charge
it feels.
Me or whatever.
Pet me. Feed me.
Yeah, feed me the dirt from your...
Let me pick up all your dog hair.
That's exactly what it does. That's interesting.
Yeah, so that's as much as my
Digimon
drawing went.
Is
I
like
did
a
art.
weird memory in my life. Like, or lack thereof, I feel like.
Oh, I was so into it. I remember getting... I don't know if I talked... Did I talk to you...
Last week we talked about this.
About Cartoon Saturdays? I asked somebody recently if that's still a thing. Is like Sunday or Saturday cartoons still a thing? Because I used to get so hyped.
We talked about it last week after we filmed last week's podcast. All of us talked about it.
Yeah, because I used to get so hyped. I'd be like, Digimon's coming on. Have to record it on my VHS just in case I miss it or something. I want to rewatch it. And now you watch them now, and it's
trash.
Dude, as I've come to learn, I don't watch anime, but there's something called filler.
Right.
Where it's just like bullshit to make the episodes longer and just to fill time.
Right, because it's written as a book where it doesn't need that.
And literally,
it's in
like,
a picture.
That kid's show, Digimon, so you gotta figure it's 20-minute episodes. They get a 30-minute block, 20-minute episodes with the ads and everything. And then maybe 8 or 9 minutes was just them evolving forms.
Yeah.
And they have a whole thing where it's like, da-da-da-da, evolve to, ba-da-da. But there's 15 kids with all their own Digimons. And then if, say we got further on in the seasons, well, that Digimon had to evolve 3 times to get to its new final form. Oh my gosh. But I would just sit there like, yeah, turn into Gago, my man. And I'm like, fuck yeah, do it.
How old were we back then?
What?
How old were we
20, back? No, I had to be like 11, 10, maybe.
Really?
I have no idea. I don't know. When was Digimon popping?
That's why I have I remember, like, the only thing I explicitly remember from Digimon is, like, the one movie. And
we went and saw that,
in theaters. That's about the only... And, like, I remember I liked it, but I don't remember watching it. I don't really remember any of it. It's so weird to me. Like, Pokemon obviously was much bigger, and I remember a whole lot more.
Yeah.
But Digimon, like, I remember liking it a lot. I remember Zach was into it a lot more than me. Mm-hmm. But...
I remember I had what basically was a knockoff Tamagotchi, where you had to, like, shake it to digivolve your whatever.
Oh, but it was of Digimon?
Yeah, it was Digimon. Huh. This was after, like, Tamagotchi and Nano Pets were, like, huge.
I remember those.
Yeah, how many of those suckers you kill off? They're probably still
True.
Feed me.
There's a big thing I've been finding out recently is the old. Do you remember the old Pokemon games in the Game Boy Advance? The square cartridges.
Mm-hmm.
They had
red, blue.
Yeah, they have their own internal battery. And they're like dying off now. I don't know if like this. It was like probably a 20-year cycle for this battery. A lot of them are dying, and you lose the entire save file, and people are pissed. I've read a lot about it.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
They have their own little battery. Huh. Yeah. Interesting. So mine's definitely dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You still have it?
Probably somewhere. I maxed out Pokemon Blue completely.
Oh, I remember.
Dude, sitting there Missingo, getting every Pokemon to level 99 or 100, whatever you could get them to. Getting all those rare candies.
100, yeah.
All that gone. So many hours. Just bye-bye.
Yeah, I remember it was back when we were big in going to the trailer, and it would be like you were always ahead, and it would be like we would go on the weekends to the trailer. I would get my ass kicked by you, and I would train for that week to try to beat you the next weekend. Mm-hmm. And it probably didn't happen. And then we used to trade. You have to put the cords in.
Oh yeah, you get that cord. I think I had a see-through like purple one.
Yeah. What color was your Game Boy? Did you have the?
I had the see-through purple.
See-through purple, yeah.
Because I also had the see-through purple light, so I could play at night.
Yeah.
And that sucker would just pop out blinding light, and like the battery lasts like it'd be dead in no time because that light was so bright.
I had the red, like more pink than red Game Boy.
Did you have red, or you had red, right?
I had red, but I don't think I played as much until yellow came out. Because yellow came out the year after.
Because I had blue, yellow, gold. Then what happened?
I had silver.
What happened after that?
I believe that's emerald, sapphire,
and
maybe?
Crystal.
And crystal.
Okay, see,
so it's always two, and then the year later they bring out so it was red, blue, and then a year later yellow, gold, silver, and
so gold was the last one I got into.
Was it?
So gold, I didn't even get far.
Emerald was the third one of that, and then it went. Oh, then it was like ruby, sapphire, maybe. No, ruby, sapphire, and emerald are together. So I don't know what was with gold and silver.
Was it crystal?
Maybe.
Because it might have been because
so you only played two?
I only played two. I played them religiously, but then I got crystal before any of these American fucks.
I remember that.
Because my mom works with like international whatever, and she was like, a friend of mine went to Japan and got crystal
they released those
before it came out here. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, boy, I'm going to play crystal. And then I load that sucker up, and I'm like, wait, it's only in Japanese? How am I gonna play? I don't think I got past the starting menu.
Picking
and that's
weird. You only played two. I know me and Chris have pretty much played every one.
Yeah, you guys play every one.
And I'm getting the new one when it comes out.
Oh. Yeah, no, as much as I was into it, I quit kind of early, I guess.
Yeah, that's
well, I thought those lasted a while, though. Because I was into the cards and all that. I still have all those somewhere.
That's weird. Because, I know Chris and I both played. That was the gentlest put down I can.
I didn't want it to make a thud or a boom, bang, bing, bop.
So much concentration. But Pokemon's the highest grossing franchise. Ever. Beats Star Wars and Harry Potter. It's been out for... I mean, Star Wars is older, but when you have the games...
And TVs. I mean, over in Asia, it's been dominating for.
True.
It dominates like over here. You see it and stuff, but over there, it is killing still.
True.
Till the day they die, till that country is gone. Pikachu's gonna be like, still there in every window. Peace sign.
Pikachu.
You tired?
Am I tired? No, I don't think so. I think I'm pretty good.
Okay. I keep looking at your paper, though. I can't believe you have nothing.
Yeah.
You didn't prep at all. You're being like me.
No. I, to be honest, did it so that you would...
take the lead on this?
Initiate some
conversation?
Stories, or something.
Okay. Well, now that you're putting the pressure on me, I'm not going to
say anything. Now there's no way.
Now you're done. You got all you could.
I had some actual ideas.
Pokemon.
this kind of did start.
Yeah.
One of the things that was like, because I know we've talked about wanting to tell actual stories.
Yeah.
That we haven't done.
Yeah.
A lot of it's been like just covering
dumb shit. Yeah, just random.
But the
stuff.
thing is, what story do you tell?
Dude, your story. Start at the beginning.
All right, so I was born September 4th, 1991.
Okay, we're done. It's been fun. That's all you got?
Born Bradley Douglas
Maltz. Changed your name to Schultz years later.
Yes.
Cool.
BDS initials.
Big Dick Sucker.
Some think it stands for...
Big Dick Sucker.
That.
That's what it does stand for.
When I was younger, it was
But that's not mean. That's just what it stands for.
No, right.
Yeah. I mean that in the nicest way.
When I was younger, I thought it was super cool because...
You want to show me your tattoo that says Big Dick Sucker?
Britney Spears. We had the same initials.
You and Britney Spears?
Yeah, Britney Spears. Well, I don't know what her middle name is, but BS. And bullshit. I was like, oh my initials are bullshit.
You used to actually think that? Like how cool it is?
Yeah.
You and Britney?
I wasn't like walking around like, oh, that's so cool, but I remember like...
Yeah, you would actually walk around and tell everybody that. Me and Britney.
That's borderlining mean.
Oh, sorry. No, she's famous and pretty.
She was back then.
That was mean. I don't know what she looks like now or what her income is. I'm sure.
Yeah, but come on.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what happened to her?
Well, yeah.
Shaved her head.
I'm sure also age doesn't make you prettier than when you were in 20.
Have you heard the conspiracy theory that she was like a government agent, that all her like crazy shit, if you like look at it, like the day she shaved her head or whatever, was the day after, I can't remember what it is, but it's like in the Bush administration, like something happened. And then the next day she shaves her head and all the attention from the country is on her crazy shaving her head. And there's like 3 instances or something like that.
People will draw lines.
In
the craziest ways.
Right.
Like, all right, this pop star is behind everything.
There's a rumor, or there's a conspiracy theory that her voice is actually very deep.
I think I've heard that actually.
Shane Dawson, I think, is the one who I heard it from.
Oh, okay.
There's like a video she posted, and like it's her singing, and it's very deep sounding. And then like they took her songs, like I don't remember which one, and then like applied a certain amount of treble or gain, I don't know what the fuck, and it like sounded exactly like that.
What the recordings sound like, that version of her.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What do people like?
I think there was like another thing, like at a concert, like her mic went out and she kind of sounded.
She's like, "You drive me crazy." I just
no, not like that. It was actually the thing is that it was actually still a very good voice. It was almost like I want to say like Adele, kind of like more of like a deeper like.
Well, she was on like the Mickey Mouse Club and singing. So
yeah.
Wouldn't people be like,
"Oh, true." I think there's a connection with that too. There might be when she's younger, she's got a deeper voice too.
Oh,
maybe. I do remember there was something about that. That might be.
And she's still like, "You drive me crazy," or no? Well, she'd be MITKYMOUSE.
Yeah.
You used to watch Disney all the time.
Disney.
Or were you a Nickelodeon? Nickelodeon. I still can't. I don't think it's right. I'll say it till I die. Nickelodeon guy.
I don't honestly know where the shows landed.
You were just like, I turned on one of the cartoon channels.
Well, like, when are we talking? Like, young?
Because I was...
So when I was very young, I watched Barney.
Yeah, same.
A lot of Barney.
Love me some Barney.
That was our age.
Yeah, Barney. Love Barney.
Then there's a time period where I don't really know what I liked/watched after that.
Uh-huh.
And then it was more of like,
Yeah, I don't know years, but I know I bounced between the two of them. But I would watch at night. Oh my god, watching Disney all the time.
What shows? See, that's the thing is I can't think.
Well, they would have the Disney Vault. Do you remember that? The Disney Vault would come on later in the night,
and it'd be old
like,
stuff.
It'd be like older. That's where you get like the Mickey Mouse Club, and
I don't think I've ever seen that.
But then it'd be like Bug Juice. You remember Bug Juice? It was only during the summers. They would play these kids. It was just like basically like a documentary of these kids who went to summer camp, and summer camp seemed so dope. And I was like,
it's probably torture though.
Yeah, it probably sucked. and they drink this drink, like this like fruit punch, and they call it bug juice. It's like, oh my god, it's so
and
cool.
they turn into bug warriors.
I didn't see that episode.
I thought that's where this was going.
No, it was just like
they drink.
It was like reality TV. Well, no, that's just like that's where the name came from.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like reality TV before reality TV, kind of like that was pretty early. That was before like everything was popping like that. But yeah, it was just these kids who went to summer camp. What else would I watch? I mean, that was at night.
So I never seen that. No.
What else did I watch? Actually, I remember watching more Nickelodeon stuff than
like.
Well, I used to watch like Rocket Power.
So that's where I was gonna say, but
actually,
I feel like
Disney, I watch.
That's later on,
remember.
though. I feel like there's a period that I'm like missing, like I don't know, like 5 till 10.
I don't know the years, but I think that
Rocket Power didn't come out till like the. I could be wrong. So yeah, I liked Rocket Power.
Okay, you did.
I hated Rocket Power in the beginning. Zach really liked it. Apologies.
I don't know what that was.
Somebody dropping something in the kitchen.
Okay.
So
that's what it was.
Rocket Power, I didn't like. Zach liked it, and then I really started to like it.
Yeah.
That was one. Like
I used to watch Rugrats all the time.
I was a Rugrats guy. That's right.
Rugrats.
Yeah.
I remember watching the Rugrats movie over and over and over.
Yes.
I used to watch. What was it? Harriet the Spy. That was only on. That was a movie. But you know how Nickelodeon had the orange tapes?
Yes.
Yeah. So I watched Harriet the Spy. I can't remember, but I don't know where that was. They probably overlapped, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, there was. I'm sure Doug. So Doug was.
I hated Doug.
Hated Doug. Okay.
He was so popular.
Hey Arnold.
Hated
Hey Arnold.
I know people love it.
I talked about this a few times with other people, and they're like, "I love Doug. I love Hey Arnold." I fucking hated it. It was so dumb.
I don't even think it was. I remember being doesn't catch.
I literally just didn't watch it.
Yeah. Didn't tickle my fancy.
I think you watched it, but Courage the Cowardly Dog.
A little bit.
See, I was terrified of it.
I got Cartoon Network way late because we were poor. We're poor, but we didn't have the extra package or whatever until a little bit later.
I didn't realize that's Cartoon Network. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would then I went all in on Cartoon Network once I got it.
Oh, because like, Cartoon Network had like Dexter's Lab.
Ed, and Eddie.
I loved
Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls I liked.
What else was there? I don't know. I remember when I saw Ed and Eddie for the first time because I'd always heard about it and I'd seen it a couple times at other people's houses, and I was like, "This is my show. I just need it."
I didn't like Ed, and Eddie that much, but I watched it a lot.
Oh, okay.
So maybe I did like it, but I loved Dexter's Laboratory with his sister
and that nerdy kid who was always trying to his like evil arch nemesis.
Yeah, I can't remember him. Later on with Nickelodeon, I liked Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, I watched Jimmy Neutron. Throughout this whole time, I was watching Power Rangers, but that was only Saturday morning stuff.
So Scooby-Doo, I watched a lot, but I was very scared of that as well.
Yeah, I was scared of Scooby, but I liked it. I remember being like...
that's how I was.
I'd be like, oh, shit, but also, it was cool.
Yeah. And then the other one was, Goosebumps. That was a...
That scared... I never watched that.
I literally never watched it at all.
I never watched it.
I never read the books either. That was a huge... people would read those books in my school. I never read them. Crazy.
But then I would read, like, Lemony Snicket's
series of Unfortunate Events.
And I love those.
Oh, those were amazing.
But they're, like, so depressing and sad.
That was way less scary than...
True, Goosebumps made
it was just like darker.
Like, yeah, Goosebumps would be like this, like burgers out here killing people.
Yeah, there's
like what? And then the cover didn't help you.
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
Because there would be a burger that looked like you could kill you.
Yeah,
and you're like, that doesn't look like a good time.
Yeah.
I don't want.
And there were so many.
Oh, there was hundreds upon hundreds.
I just remember. And what was the other the other book that everyone read? The Hardy Boys.
Oh, I've read a couple.
Never read those.
Never got into.
I read those sports ones that.
I remember always trying. Sport. Oh no, I think I know which ones you might be talking about.
I can remember the cover is like all the covers had like a call it a border of like a solid color. They're kind of bright, somewhat pastel-y sometimes. And then there was like just a drawing of the sport in it. And I can't remember. They were very popular. There was a lot of them.
Because I want to say I remember something like that, but I remember whenever we go to the library, we had to go to the library in Catholic school, like. It was like once a week, and you'd always renew a new book or whatever. Right. And everybody would try to get the series of unfortunate events. Everybody would try to get those, And then I don't know why, but I started picking up like the Dorian Gray. What's that one? The mirror of Dorian, or the painting of Dorian Gray. You ever seen like those old time, like Huck Finn, like Huckleberry Finn, or not Huckleberry Finn? What is it? I can't even remember it. Those like old timey books. I would read those because the other good books were all taken out, and I would end up liking like. You ever seen with Sean Connery that movie where it's got like the Nautilus, Extraordinary Gentleman, and Dorian Gray's like
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, it's a great movie. It's the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I know that movie, yes.
Yeah, and all those characters have their own book. Like there's a book. Those are actually characters from books. And I used to read all their actual books.
Here we go. Here it is.
What you got?
So the one I was thinking of is a guy named, the author is Matt Christopher. I'll show you the thing in a second. And then the other guy I remember reading is Mike Lupica. He was a little bit when I was a little older.
Okay.
They were both sports books, and they both had a bunch. I looked up literally sports books for kids, and they have like a bunch of them.
Okay.
Did you have? We had AR points. They were accelerated reader points. We had to read books and take tests on the book, and we had to have a certain amount per. I don't remember if it was quarter or what.
No.
You didn't. I think it's because you went to Catholic school. Because I know a lot of people that did have it, but I also talked to a lot of people that didn't have that. So I would literally have to read. So I would read these sports books, and I would go in like. I don't know if I would go in, because I remember being in the computer lab often taking these tests, and depending on the book, they would be worth more points. So like Harry Potter's were like, some of them were worth like 50 points, but like some of these sports books were like, I don't know, 15 or something. But so, and like you would accumulate these points, and there was this board on the like right at the entrance of the school, and they would list, and there was little markers, and this one kid came into our school in 5th grade, so they tracked it from kindergarten through 5th grade, and I had like probably like the 10th most points in my school in grammar up until 5th grade, which is crazy because then I pretty much stopped fucking reading.
Yeah.
Harry Potter helped a lot.
Harry Potter definitely kept me reading a little bit longer than I would have.
And all the series of unfortunate events. Then there were a few others that I got a lot of points from, and I got a lot of bigger point books too. So I think I had just by 5th grade I got over 750. And I think like there was a few psychopaths that were like at 2,000, but I was still in like top 10. But so this kid came in 5th grade. He got 1,500 points. Now he probably he's like, I've read all these books over the years and just stacked them, but still. Yeah. I remember there was, I want to say it wasn't Lord of the Rings. There was another really, 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 really long book.
Aragon? What's that?
I read those too. Aragon.
Aragon, whatever it is.
I read that
too. Those are popular.
That one was good. I read the first 2 of those.
The only time I ever had to read was like summer reading. And we'd have to go to the library, and you'd like accumulate points for the more book reports you did. So you'd have to read a book and then do a book report on it. And the more you did, the more points you got, and then you get like a prize or something through them. But then also you'd have to like take that report back to my cat, because it wasn't affiliated with my Catholic school. They just were like, hey, do this. And I think that's how it went. But it was something like that where I remember having to read books during summer, and like being like, hey, I read 3 of them, and they're like, great, 1 for each month.
That didn't happen until high school. I remember, I think every year of high school, including up like between 8th grade and freshman year, you had to read 3 books going into freshman year, and then I think it was 3 books every summer.
Oh, I did not have to do that.
I didn't read 1.
I was going to say, man, Spark Notes. The second I found out about Spark Notes,
I didn't even do that.
I didn't read a thing.
I didn't do that. I didn't give a fuck. That's how big of an idiot I was. I didn't give a flying fuck. I was like, meh. I shouldn't
you
say
read
I didn't
it,
read
you
1.
Tell me what happened.
I read 1 going into my freshman year.
Yeah.
1 of them.
That's it? Which one? Couldn't even remember it.
Well, I know the one going into freshman year was Fahrenheit 451.
Okay, that's the one I read about half of it, and then I was just like...
That's what happened to me. So I don't remember if I read
I'm not saying it's a bad book, but you caught me at a bad time, girl. Like,
oh, yeah. That was the problem.
I wasn't a book reading mood.
I was
like,
very
fuck
bad.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I count that half as reading the book, but I could have remembered I read another book, too.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I read 1.5. But...
the fact that you can remember how little you read, it just shows the show. Because I was supposed to be reading all the time.
Yeah.
Actually, only for English class, but they would just be like, book after book after book. And I'm like, no,
not
going to happen.
No way. I just
had no interest. And the books were always like, I get like they're classics.
Oh, yeah, that's shit.
But I'm 15 and I don't give a fuck. I don't care one bit about whatever underground, like lower meaning this has about society, and I just don't care. Like, what's that one farm? Something farm? Animal Farm. I read that in 8th grade.
Animal Farm?
Something like that. And it's about like society, but it's about these animals that are on a farm, and they like, there's like all these issues going on.
I definitely didn't read it. I don't think I've ever heard of it.
It's some farm, Animal Farm or something. Like,
all I'm thinking of is that, is it called Animal Farm? That movie with the, I think it's the old SNL guys where they're just idiots.
Animal Farm.
I think it's called Animal Farm.
Well, it's not the Animal Farm I'm thinking of.
Well, I'm telling you, that's what it's making me think of.
Or what's the one? What's the one where Piggy, with the guy Piggy who gets, spoiler, a rock thrown down on him? What was that one?
Animal Farm is
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies is another big one.
That's another one that you always have to read, and like that one wasn't terrible.
It's George Orwell book.
Yeah, Animal Farm, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, it's got like some other
1945 fable reflects
events
leading up to.
How was 1945 going to connect with me?
Dude, I don't know if this is what you're reading. Let me see.
I guarantee it is.
I mean, it's got a.
I mean, the cover wasn't that cool. So
listen to this.
Yeah. Read it.
The fable reflects events leading up to the Russian Revolution of 1917 and then onto the Stalinistic era of the Soviet Union. Orwell was a critic of Stalin and hostile to the Moscow-directed Stalinism, an attitude that was critically shaped by his experience during the Spanish Civil War. You were talking about animals. Now, he said that's what it was based off of, so let's see what it actually...
Y'all know this book.
I definitely never.
I mean, you don't, but I'm telling you.
So they might not either.
It's about like actual animals, but there's like that underlying like
plot summary.
Dude, it's
yeah. Old Major, an old boar on the manor farm, summons the animals on the farm together for a meeting during which he refers to the humans as enemies and teaches the animals of a revolutionary song called Beasts of England.
I told you, dude. I was reading this in 8th grade.
When Major dies, 2 young pigs, Snowball and Napoleon, assume command and consider it a duty to prepare for the rebellion.
I told you, dude. In Catholic school, that's what we were reading.
Shit, not me. I never heard that.
I mean, I didn't really read it, but that's what we were supposed to be reading.
It could have been one of... No, there's no way. I would have known. Because I've literally never heard of that before. Mm-hmm. So, there's no way.
But yeah, so then after all the force reading,
You've read a bit recently. You read... I don't know if you ever finished, but did you start... I remember you started the first Harry Potter again.
Yeah, no, I didn't finish it.
You didn't finish?
Yeah, but I did start it again, just because I wanted to go back.
Yeah. And then, I know you're always... I don't know if reading is the right term, but you love...
Here we go.
It's not a bad thing. It's
I'm waiting though. What do I read?
The poems, Where the Sidewalk Ends. What's his name?
Oh, Shel Silverstein.
Shel.
Oh, I love those. Yeah.
So you'll love those.
Yeah, I read those from time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are just good though.
Yeah. And
those are classics.
We read a few to Madison a while back.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What'd she
You
think?
guys got us. She loved it.
What'd she say though?
This was a long time ago. She couldn't even really make any noise, honestly.
So just a lot of like,
Oh, she didn't give a fuck. I was just reading poem after poem. She was probably...
She didn't say anything?
She was half asleep.
Wow. She doesn't know what she's missing.
She's going through a rough period of her life, you know.
Not knowing...
Angsty...
Can't talk.
Yeah.
She's also 7 months old.
Well, this was like, I'm telling you, like 2 months old, maybe.
Oh
Less.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's
like, I'm fresh
fresh out the womb.
Don't give me this shit.
I'm fresh out the womb.
The wombat.
What?
But then your other book that you've been wanting me to roast you on is
I knew this was coming. It's a solid book.
It's the only book you've read since you were in high school?
Yeah, The Fault in Our Stars.
I didn't even know the name, so thank you.
Well, because this was when I was big into YouTube vlogs back in the day, and everybody was reading it because John Green, the one who wrote it, is a YouTuber as well. And
so who was reading it that you were watching?
Philip DeFranco,
Philly D.
Shay Carl. I was watching him back in the day.
I don't know who that is.
Charles Trippy.
Trippy Red?
No, he's I don't know what he does now. I haven't watched these people in, years and years and years. But I think he's like the bassist of some band now, or I don't know. I don't know what they do. I know Philip's on still YouTube
doing his thing.
But yeah, no, they were all like reading it because they were all buddies with these people, and I was like,
yeah,
I always wanted to read it. That. And then I heard it was coming a movie. And I was like, sure, I'll read the book. It was a good book. Sad.
I've read a few things since high school.
You read sports articles all the time. That's what you do.
I read...
While you're driving, while you're not driving, you just read these sports articles, and you'll be like, did you read the story on? I'm like, Brad, I don't read. I told you this.
Well, not only just sports articles, I get weird. Like, I remember like about a year ago, I really got hooked on and wanted to know more about the cult.
Cult?
Yeah, the religion cult.
Scientology. Ooh, you're into it now.
No, I read a lot about it, and I just get in. I hate not knowing about things and being uneducated about certain topics. If I hear anybody talk about it, I just want to be able to at least understand, have any sort of knowledge of what they're talking about. So Scientology was one of them, and I'm just here, reading all this crazy shit. And then obviously the sports is a whole different. I read a lot less now, but yeah. So Scientology was one. I mean, I'll read about. I've read a lot of more recently. A lot of these things are dark, but like serial killers, certain serial killers, and like, whatever.
Yeah, that stuff's cool to you.
I get that.
I'll watch the documentaries.
Yeah,
nonstop about like the crazy.
And like just Netflix
a lot of always pumping that stuff out. I'm like,
again, a lot of them, and most of it my interest gets piqued by a Netflix or otherwise TV show, movie, something, documentary, and then I'll go, all right, I want to know because a lot of them spin stuff, and I'm like, I want to know, get several opinions and figure out what I really think happened. So like the OJ thing.
I was gonna say the OJ thing, and I watched when you were telling me about the OJ thing because I never lived it, obviously. I was around.
There's so much crazy shit then,
but I was like, I have no idea. It was a whole thing, and then I watched documentary after documentary after show about it, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, OJ thing, and then again, right around that time is the...
What are we thinking?
So, originally, I thought it was his son.
Okay.
Now, it's him. It's fucking him.
Yeah, man.
And
after watching all that stuff, it was like...
I want him to,
if
but
the glove don't fit, you can't acquit.
I want him to, but he never will admit, on his deathbed, I killed them bitches. But he can't. It'll complete... If his image isn't already 100% ruined, it will 100% ruin it. But I thought... I didn't know much about it, so I
also didn't know how big of a star he was, which made it even crazier.
It was insane.
Because it'd be essentially like a version of LBJ.
LeBron, yeah.
Just being like, this happened one day. And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
LeBron, you did what? Not the same level.
Yeah.
But it close, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that. I know any of it. I'd be like, okay, there's a white Bronco thing, something about it.
Yeah.
And that's all I knew.
Yeah.
But then I just...
Dove into it,
and then that kind of hooked me.
Crazy.
Since then, I've been watching
I love those
documentaries on Netflix of people in a small town that nobody fucking knows. But you're like, oh my god, this is back when murdering was just a thing.
Yeah,
you couldn't get caught.
Yeah, true.
Which is crazy.
No, but the OJ thing, I didn't know shit about it, and Amanda took a criminology or some sort of crime. It was a criminal. Criminal chemistry. I don't remember. Literal how they do in the labs, do all the DNA testing and all that stuff. and one of the topics was the OJ shit.
Mm-hmm.
And her teacher, this guy who had a degree in criminology, whatever it is, he thought it was the son.
Mm-hmm.
The son was, and his basis was the son was the same size as OJ. He had a reported obsession with, what's her face? I can't think of her name right now.
Yeah, I can't think of her name.
I keep want to say Monica Lewinsky. It's not her.
She
That's
was
another.
not
It's another
murdered.
'90s scandal.
Yeah.
And then so he was obsessed with her.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a chef and always carried around a huge butcher's knife. So it was like plausible that he had the knife.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is that supposedly the first call OJ made when he heard about it was to call his lawyer for his son. Like, from allegedly, OJ immediately thought it was his son that did it.
Okay.
Without hearing any of the details. So then I was like, I don't know, that all sounds pretty...
It checks out to me.
I don't know shit, so that sounds good. I'm gonna roll with that.
Yeah.
So for like 2 years, I was like, all right, that's what I think. Until I found listen to it. I still think it's pretty fucked. There was a few things in there, like all the the blood, the issues with the blood tampering, we'll call it, when they transferred it and they came back and there was another blood spot that wasn't there the first time, and like they have pictures of it, and I'm like, man, this is sketchy. But I still think that dumbass probably did it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm thinking he probably did. It's just the spectacle behind the whole thing, like driving that Bronco, and then he comes to his house and everybody's there. Yeah, like because they know where he's going. Oh, and everyone's just waiting. Like,
the
civilians,
the crowd.
It's a crowd outside his house. Like what?
Yeah. And then the other one is the Tupac and Biggie murders. That one I dove into deep.
Oh yeah. I didn't dive into that one, but that one's got a lot of. Yeah. I mean, it will always have a bunch of like. And
that shit, and then because of those two, they were both around the L.A. riots too. I dove into that. Like there was so much stuff going on right then. That was crazy time.
Mm-hmm. Kind of wish you were there, right?
No, I do, but obviously I don't want. Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't want to be there. Fuck that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But no, there was So I got that once you were kind of talking about the OJ thing, and I dove into that. I started looking at like things of the past, being like, what was it even like trying to figure that stuff out.
It's weird to think about like other times, periods of our non-lives, but shit that's still semi-relevant. And
it comes up still.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Well, because I think this was around like when the OJ, like that show was coming out, and also OJ was
getting out. Yeah.
He was getting out. And I was like,
100%.
Damn, we still talking about OJ? I don't even know who the fuck this guy is.
But all our parents, that's like, they knew all about it. My mom was
got
pregnant.
Their own opinion. They all know where they were when like all this shit happened.
My mom was pregnant with me or my brother, and she was home. And she watched the trial because it was on TV. She watched the trial every day. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what the fuck? Literally, this trial was on TV every day, and people across the country watched it. Uh-huh. That's fascinating. Yeah. It's insane.
That's how big it was.
Now you can't get people to do shit.
Yeah, no.
Actually, the most recent thing I kind of dove in was that Live Aid concert, the Queen thing.
Oh, the Queen one?
Yeah, that's another crazy thing, and that's 1985, so that's, again, another thing just before us that's, like, huge. That thing was massive. Yeah. I can't even remember how many, billion people
tuned in.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to rewatch it.
Why, you feel like you missed something?
I know I did. I fell asleep.
Oh.
I watched it at Amanda's parents' house.
That's how much you love it.
No, I didn't say I loved the movie.
Oh.
I love Queen.
Uh-huh.
No, I watched it at Amanda's parents' house, and they have a tendency, if you're watching this, you know this probably, to watch their movies at about whisper level. Oh. And it's a concert movie. And I'm like, what? So it's funny. They watch their movies and TV, and if you literally turn it above a whisper, it is turn it down. I'm like, I can't even fucking hear it. It's unbelievable. So they watch their movies at a whisper. So I didn't want to watch it, and then my parents.
Oh, my dad.
Oh my God, it's like
Dad, I'm at the neighbor's house, and he's like, yeah, you're watching it too. you're gonna know exactly what's happening.
So her parents watch it down here, and her family, I should say, some of the kids are worse than, and then my dad is up here, and I'm like, all right, let's go to a reasonable level where I can hear it, we can hear each other talk, all this. I'm also a super freak about, I won't watch anything I want to watch unless I'm giving it 100%.
Oh, yeah.
100% my
your attention.
My attention.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into the kitchen. I can see my TV from my kitchen. I'm not going into the kitchen to get the popcorn out of the microwave without pausing it because I don't know why I'm a freak, and it drives me nuts when other people do it too. I'm like, pay attention.
Yeah.
Fucking pay attention.
Yeah.
I'm not wasting my time and your time.
Even though for like some movies, there's those movies I'm like, you know what? Tell me a story while this story happens.
Right.
Like, I don't care.
That's why
it's whatever. If it's a movie that I want to see, I almost rather nobody be there.
Be alone. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just fucking take it all in.
That's why
you're gonna fuck it up somehow.
I have
you're gonna say something.
50 shows and movies that I am dying to watch, but I don't have the time to do it or the attention to do it.
Yeah.
Because I could watch shows at work, but I can't give it 20% of my attention. So that's why I like to watch streamers and stuff. It's like live joking around, and if something crazy happens, I can look. But one of the more recent things,
you just listen most.
Right. I'm just listening to it, and I don't want to listen to like music. I mean, it's like obviously I love to listen to music and stuff, and I used to listen to music at work, and I used to listen to comedians on like not Spotify because I don't have it yet. Speaking of which, I got in trouble for last episode for name dropping the wrong name. You know, the kid that gets mad about it.
Yeah.
He literally, I think I told you about this. He literally stopped watching the episode, rescinded his like. It was very early. They were like the first 4 viewers at all times. There was 4 views, 4 likes. He's like, I even took back my like. And I go, no, you fucking didn't. I look on the app and it says 4 views, 3 likes. And I go, come on.
Yeah.
And I didn't say who it was. I was just insinuating it was somebody. You did say the name he prefers.
Yeah.
So he's like, no, I'll go watch Joe Rogan. He's never been mean to me. And I was like, okay, fuck off. And I was like, all right, come back and watch. What if I offer you the first guest on this podcast? I'm like, Joe Rogan hasn't offered you that or guest at all. And he's like, nope, I'm already watching. I was like, so I don't even know if he finished it. I'm sure he did. But it was so funny. I was like, you fuck. So they wanted us to do a dive into his backstory. That's for another day. I'm not even going to say his name. He's mean for not watching. Yeah.
Okay. Dive into his backstory?
Well, just like the myth, the legend.
He's a corn wizard.
Right.
A wizard of the corn.
Right. He's got a very interesting,
if you see him,
there's a lot of legends about him too.
Yeah, and if you see him, you're like, that guy looks like he'd be a wizard of corn.
Right.
Like he looks like the title.
Actually,
like the job.
And now that I think about it, he just told us it's Wednesday when you're seeing this. He was on a date last night.
Oh.
Probably went really well.
Yeah.
We're super.
We're
pumped.
super. Yeah, we're super pumped. I heard about it and I was like, awesome.
Yeah.
Sick.
We were just talking about where he should take her, and he's thinking about a few places.
Mickey D's. Mickey Don'ts.
And so I'm sure I already know the details by now, and you guys probably never will.
He'll probably tell me the details so then I'll know.
Yeah.
I'll know what's going on. You guys have no idea what's going on except for him.
Yeah, you have no idea. There's 4 people watching this podcast who know what we're talking about, and that's fine. We just had to do a little...
Yeah, because Brad was mean to him, kind of.
By calling him the wrong name.
Yeah.
His birth name, by the way.
Yeah.
I gave him the nickname he goes by, and I can't even call him his birth name.
Which is weird that he went that long without that nickname. What were people calling him before that?
His real name.
And he hated them all?
No, until I made it, it's him. It's him. That's who he is.
He heard the name, he's like, oh.
Yes.
He became one with it.
Yeah. And so that's the more of the backstory that we can get into, because like I started calling him that because I couldn't remember his fucking name, so I gave him this nickname that I could remember, which is terrible, and then that's who he's become.
Oh,
and
nice.
so there's a whole whatever. It's probably a better suited for a day he's on.
Yeah, that'll work.
Or the episode before.
Yeah, we'll do that one time maybe.
Yeah.
If he stops being mean.
True, and actually watches the videos, doesn't...
Yeah, don't rescind likes, man.
That's douchey.
Give a like. You don't even have to watch the whole thing. Just at least give the like. It takes 2 seconds.
I do notice a few people... I feel like there should be more likes. If you're watching this and you have an account... I also noticed...
I think they don't have accounts.
That's the thing. Some people don't have accounts.
It just... Give it a like.
Give it a like if you have an account, please. It helps us out.
And it's not like an unreal thing. Like it's going to make
like...
or break us. But it's...
Nobody sees...
When people see a video that has like 50-50 or maybe like only 2 likes or something. Either way. 50-50
a lot of them are sitting at like 5,
10
10 likes, something like that. I'm like, come on.
Nobody's ever going to...
Throw me a bone.
Yeah. It's up to you. I don't care what you do. Well, you just watch. That's cool too.
That is cool. But then I noticed you didn't like the 2. You at least didn't like 1 for sure of the highlight videos.
I didn't?
No, the 1 video still has 1 like, and I know it's me.
I'll do it right now, Daddy. I'll do it right now for you.
It might be both. Let me tell you which one for sure, real quick.
Well, I'm gonna see when I do this.
Well,
wow, yeah, I can't tell you guys to go like something and I don't.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so Losing Our Minds has 1 like, and My Broken Nose Story has 2.
Damn, your broken nose story's killing it.
Oh yeah, it might be you. I doubt it is though.
Yeah, it probably isn't. Brad's broken nose. Ooh, yep. I should probably throw a like on there. Losing Our Minds.
I know you didn't like that.
Yeah,
one.
I didn't like that one either.
I
Boom.
did. Look at that.
We're all caught up. I like it. You can like it. There you go.
True. Thank you.
So, to Town of B, Brad is sorry. Say it, Brad.
I'm sorry for
calling
saying
you your birthday.
No, because honestly, I was talking. I was making a stab at him.
Yeah.
But I never brought up his actual what he wants to be called, so that it couldn't be connected directly to him. But you did. But I was like, I didn't.
I didn't know I was fucking anything up.
Right. So it's not your fault.
Not my fault.
And I wasn't.
If the glove don't fit,
you can acquit.
You can acquit. Or something. I don't know what the...
Yeah,
I forgot what it was again.
What a stupid idiot.
Stupid idiot.
She... Did you see she...
Who's she?
The lady from the
one that was slain?
No.
What are we talking about?
What is her name? No, the Marsha May, I believe, is her name. The defense attorney, the defense attorney, the lady attorney against OJ.
Do you think anyone Googles who did OJ kill?
Oh, 100%. Are you crazy? I'm gonna be like, yeah, duh, when you say it. But so the lady, her name's Marsha Clark.
Nicole Brown.
Yes, Nicole Simpson. Yeah.
And Ron Goldman.
Ron Goldman, yes, the restaurant guy.
Yeah.
Marsha Clark, I think you're Marsha Clark.
Marsha.
Yeah, she has a show on FX or something now, and it's literally like the same thing. It's this big black dude kills a white person, gets away with it, and she's now framing him, and she's the director. And I saw an interview, and it was and she was like, "Is it payback for what happened? I don't know, maybe." And I was like, "How is this advertising for this show? It's terrible." First of all,
wait, the part of her the part about her answering the question, is it framing for
like
or payback for the other event,
for actual OJ,
is in the advertising for her new show.
Yes, it was a commercial. It's interviewing her.
Why would you do that?
That's what I was like.
That seems
what
like
the fuck is wrong with you?
That's a dumb move.
Yeah. I was like, I'm never going to watch this. But it's like this big black guy, and I can't remember, he like kills somebody, I think, and gets away with it, and it's literally seems like the exact OJ story. Mm-hmm. Except it seems like he's going to get caught.
And
it's supposed to be rectified. I got him.
And
what, you're a movie producer now? You were a lawyer, and now you're a movie producer? You're a TV show producer?
Yeah.
What is this? It's stupid. So
FX is really
it's not
reaching.
FX, I think.
Well, wherever it is.
It might be USA. It seems like a very USA thing.
Is it? I don't watch US. I don't watch TV. Like normal channels.
I don't know. Whatever. Whoever it is, sketch.
Sketch.
For sure.
Comedy. Oh. Is it a comedy?
Doesn't seem to be.
Didn't get any of the joke vibe off of the murder scenes.
Yeah, I did not get that.
So where we at?
I think we're about good, honestly.
Dang, look at us go.
We're about an hour.
We're not going to hit you with an hour and a half fucking feature film again.
If we're being honest here, we got to go film another episode after
yes.
this.
Yeah. I'm going to be wearing the same thing.
Right. I'm actually going to change. So.
Oh, he's going to change, but you're still going to know because I am going to be wearing the same
you'll
stuff.
See him in that.
Because you got to do something.
I'm leaving this weekend.
For Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia! I'll see you soon, Nova Scotian fans!
So we got record 2 this week.
So I will see you in Nova Scotia this week. We'll set up a meetup. Follow the Twitter down below. I will post details on the meetup for that.
I won't be in Nova Scotia.
It'll probably be at a coffee house or something. If you want to meet up, we can.
Have coffee there?
Probably.
Sure. Starbucks.
We can meet up. We'll take selfies, whatever you want, autographs, your favorite podcast, part of the duo.
How long is the flight to Nova Scotia?
I've got a secretary to do these things.
Oh,
I'm told when to show up. That's how big this podcast has gotten. Thank you very much for watching.
Yes, thank you. And if you liked, we appreciate it. And if you didn't resend the like,
we even appreciate it more. If you went through to like it and then
we appreciate it. So thanks for hanging in, and we'll see you. Well, we're gonna do this in like 2 minutes. So I'll see you next week, though. So will Brad after he's done with Nova Scotia.
Yeah, unless I see you in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, if you see him in Nova Scotia. So see ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.